Welcome to What's Up Wednesday. My name is Lee Jackson, and today we're going to be talking about increasing your profitability as an agency. Now, before we continue, it's Wednesday, which means at 2:30, which is a great time for dentists, good dad joke there is a podcast live, so check out agencytrailblazer.com/podcast or the podcast player of your choice to download that great content. I'd also like to give a massive shout out to Moore Cohen, who is one of our premium members, and a while back she launched her design class, which is a phenomenal course unpacking the basics of design and helping you understand how to build great brands and attractive looking websites. Now, this is a course that I've done personally, and it gave me the understanding and the wording and the framework for me to be able to discuss design projects in a much better and more successful way with my clients. So I highly recommend you go ahead and check out this course. There is a link down below in the notes. So let's dive into increasing your profitability. Now, in the premium membership, we'll be having a call today where we deep dive into 4 key areas of increasing your profitability, and I'm gonna share with you what those are. Now, remember, if you want to get involved with our weekly call and actually have a conversation on any of these points, be sure to check out agencytrailblazer.com for more information. Okay, so point number 1, and that is to know your costs. It is super important as an agency owner that you have a handle on your information. So I would recommend that you work with your bookkeeper or your accountant and the accounting software that you have to put forward a profit and loss spreadsheet or forecast. This will allow you to review your profit and loss for previous years, but equally it will allow you to look at what is going on now, and the important lines you can be looking at are those costs. What are contributing to your costs? What can be cut? What can be reduced? Remember that time is money, and if you have to spend lots of time to bring in more business because of higher costs, then that's less time doing what you really love to do. So step 1 is know your numbers, know your costs, and then cut the fat where you can. Number 2 would be to look at the products and services that you are offering and then work out, are these profitable products or services? And that's an interesting one. But if you compare, say, doing graphic design versus the web build, etc., how much time are you spending on each? What are the profit margins? What are the costs that are involved? And what services do you offer that are the most profitable for you? Those that you could perhaps focus on selling more of rather than filling up with many projects that are low profit. A great example would have been a few years ago. We used to do a lot of small print jobs that were taking hours and hours and hours away from us being able to just do web builds, which were hyper profitable, versus lots of small print design projects. Low cost, low value, many of them taking too much time, whereas we could have replaced all of that work with just one more web design project. Number 3 would be getting the most out of your existing assets and being as productive as possible. Now, there is a link below on a video I did on how to create a process. It's super easy, but if you can document the way that you work as a business, this is going to allow you to get through your projects much easier. It's going to avoid costly mistakes, and it's also going to allow you to review what and why you are doing things so that you can streamline your processes and get the most out of your existing resource, i.e. increase your profitability. And finally, number 4, review your client avatar. Now, as you go through the process of saving on costs and being more profitable, improving on those processes and getting the most out of the existing resources that you have, that can actually change the type of clients that you can attract. Years ago, I turned down a whole load of work that I would not have been able to do because I didn't have the systems and the processes in place, and I didn't have the cost efficiencies set up in my business to allow me to do those sorts of jobs. However, now, as we've got completely different software, completely different infrastructure, very clearly defined processes, and a very clear delineation of duties within the business, we could actually take on that sort of work. So our type of client within the industry slowly changed over time. So go through those 4 steps. If you want to be a part of our conversation tonight, then join our premium community on agencytrailblazer.com. If you are not ready for the premium community, that is totally fine. Head on over to agencytrailblazer.com/group to join our free Facebook community where we all get to hang out, and I'm inside of there too. All that's left for me to say is have a brilliant day.